Hi, hello. So today we're discussing about the fish diseases. That means how they get diseases. Okay. So study of fish diseases. Study of fish diseases is called fish pathology. That means fish pathology means where we have to study about the fish diseases. That means different types of diseases are there. So where we have to study about the fish diseases, it is called fish pathology. So here two types of fish diseases are there. So one is the parasitic diseases, another one is the deficiency disease. That means it is the parasitic disease, and this one is the non-parasitic disease. Due to the lack of food or lack of nutrients, they will get some diseases. So those are called deficiency diseases or non-parasitic diseases. Okay, so here the parasitic diseases is also called as pathogenic diseases or infectious diseases or communicable diseases. Okay, parasitic disease is also called as pathogenic diseases, infectious diseases, and communicable diseases. Okay, so here these disease, that means these parasitic disease all are caused by the parasites. Okay, so here two types of parasites are there. One is the ectoparasite, another one is the endoparasite. So how many types are there, ma? Two types of parasites are there. One is the ectoparasite, another one is the endoparasites. Ectoparasites means the parasites found on the body surface like fins, gills, and skin. Okay, so the parasite will be present on the body surface. It is called ectoparasite. So example here, Argulus. Okay, so another one, endoparasite. Endoparasite means the parasite present in inside the body. Okay, the parasite present inside the body, it is called endoparasite. So these endoparasite again for divided into three types. So one is the cytozoic parasites, another one is the histozoic parasite, and another one is the cenozoic parasite. So first one, cytozoic parasite means the parasite present in the cells. Okay, the parasite present in the cells, it is called cytozoic parasite. Another one, the parasite present in the tissue, it is called histozoic parasite. And the parasite present in the body cavity or alimentary canal, the parasite present in the body cavity or alimentary canal, it is called cenozoic parasite. So here these diseases, that means the parasitic disease caused by the parasites, and here two types of parasites are there. One is the ectoparasite, another one is the endoparasite. Ectoparasite means which is the parasite present on the body surface, it is called ectoparasite, and which is the parasite present inside the body, it is called endoparasite. These endoparasite again furtherly divided into three types. One is the cytozoic, that means it's present in the cells. Histozoic parasite means it is present in the tissue, and cenozoic parasite means it is present in the body cavity or alimentary canal. So another one, deficiency diseases or non parasitic diseases, that means these are caused by a deficiency of nutrients or vitamin, like vitamins and minerals, etc. So when we are to giving in the supplementary feeding, so in those supplementary feeding they completely lack of the vitamins or minerals. Okay, those are causes several diseases to fishes. That means lack of nutrients and lack of vitamins, lack of minerals. So it is called deficiency diseases. So here we discussing about these two, that means parasitic and non-parasitic diseases of fish. So here the first one, so here completely seven types of diseases are there. So one is the protozoan disease, and helminth diseases, and leech diseases, and crustacean diseases, and fungal diseases, and bacterial diseases, and viral diseases. Completely here the 7 types of diseases are present. Okay, so first we discussing about the protozoan diseases. So the first one, protozoan diseases. So here completely 3 diseases are there. One is the white spot disease, and another one is the costiasis, another one is the whirling diseases. These 3 diseases are belongs to the protozoan diseases. So first we discussing about the white spot disease. So this white spot disease is caused by the protozoan ciliate. It is Ichthyopteris multiplis. Okay, Ichthyopteris multiplis caused white spot disease, and it is also called as ichthyopteriasis. Why we are called as ichthyopteriasis means it is caused by the Ichthyopteris multifilus. Okay, it is caused by the Ichthyopteris multifilus, hence it is called ichthyopteriasis. And so when the fish will be get affected due to this disease, the complete body will be turns into the white spots. So hence it is called white spot disease, and also it is called as itch disease. Okay, it causes itching to the fish. Okay, so this white spot disease, again it is called ichthyopteriasis, and again it's called as itch disease. Where it is found? It is present on the body surface, hence it is the ectoparasitic disease. Okay, white spot disease is an ectoparasitic disease. Okay, so here the young parasites. Okay, here these young parasites are completely attached to the skin of the fish, and here these parasites are completely rapidly grows between the epidermis and also dermis layer in the earlier stage. So when the size will be increasing, that means the parasite size will be increasing, those time they completely fall to the bottom of the pond. And here the symptoms are like these infected fish may develop small white spots on the skin and also fins also, and here the respiration may gets affected due to it leads to the death and congestion of gill veins, and mass mortality occurs due to the dyspnea and also starvation. Dyspnea means nothing but they get several breathing problems. Okay, so these are the symptoms about white spot diseases. So here how can we cure how can we cure this disease means the treatment method. So here only one method is there, that is the dip treatment. So here we have to take 1:5000 formalin water solution. So the fishes will be dipped into the 1 hour for a week. Okay, another method is we have to take common salt, 2% of common salt. So here also the fishes will be dipped into the 2% of common salt for a week. And another one, when the fingerlings will be affected due to this disease, here we have to take 0.4 ppm of malachite green. We have to kept into the 2 hours. Okay, so it is about the white spot disease. So white spot disease is caused by the protozoan ciliate Ichthyopteris multifilus, and hence it is called ichthyopteriasis. And when the fish will be affected due to this disease, the body turns into the white spot, so hence it is called white spot disease, and also it is called as itch disease due to its causes itching. Okay, so the young parasites are completely attached to the skin of the fish, and also they grow rapidly between the epidermis and dermis layer, and when they affected they develop small white spots on the skin and also fins. Respiration gets affected and congestion of gill veins, and mass mortality occurs due to the dyspnea and also starvation. Okay, so the second one, costiasis. So it is caused by the Costia necatrix. Okay, Costiasis is caused by the Costia necatrix. It is the very common disease in all culture ponds. So why it will be occurs means where, that means which pond having low pH, that means the water is completely low pH, and also where they maintain poor condition of food. In those conditions it will be occurs. So low pH and also poor condition of food. Okay, so here the parasite will be lives in large numbers on skin and fins and gills, hence it is the ectoparasitic disease. So your red patches appear on the skin, and also the gills turns into brown color, and also the gills are partially destroyed, and loss of appetite, and fish becomes weak, and finally it will be die. So the disease appears when there is a scarcity of food and when pH of water is acidic, that means due to the low pH. So here the treatment, how can we treat these type of fishes means, that means which are get affected. So drip treatment, we have to use 3% of common salt for a week, and another method 1 is to 2500 formalin water solution, we have to dip up to 10 minutes. Costiasis, it is caused by the Costia necatrix, and it is a very common disease to all fish ponds where the low pH will be appear and the poor condition of food will be managed by the farmers, and it will be leaves in large numbers on skin, fins and gills. So whether it is present in skin, fins and gills, it is called, it is ectoparasitic disease, and red patches are present in the skin, and also gills turns into the brown color, and the gills are partially destroyed, and the loss of appetite. Okay, a fish become weak and finally die. Another one, whirling disease. So another one, whirling disease, it is caused by the Myxosporidian protozoan. Okay, the whirling disease is caused by the Myxosporidian protozoan. So here when it was caused by the Myxosporidian protozoan, it mostly shows their effect in the central nervous system only. Okay, so it is completely shows effect on central nervous system, hence it is called endoparasitic disease. So the symptoms are like growth is affected, and necrosis of the cartilage, and fish whirls around and also fall into the bottom, and develop black tail, and pond contains all infected fishes. Okay, for example, this whirling disease infected with all fishes in a pond, that's time we have to destroy all fishes, them deep burial, and disinfected with formalin, that means after burial the pond is completely disinfected with the formalin. So here these three, so protozoan diseases, white spot disease and costiasis and whirling disease. So the first one, white spot disease, means it is the ectoparasitic disease, and costiasis is also one of the ectoparasitic disease, and whirling disease is endoparasitic disease. So it is present on the skins and gills, it is also present on the skins and gills, and here this one, whirling disease, is present on the central nervous system. Helminth diseases. So here three types of diseases are there. One is the gyrodactylus, another one dactylogyrosis, another one is the ligellosis. So the first one, gyrodactylosis. So it is the platyhelminth disease caused by the gyrodactylus. Okay, it is a platyhelminth disease caused by the gyrodactylus, and it is a trematode. So it is commonly called as gill fluke. Okay, so it mostly shows their effect on the gills, fins and skins, hence it is an ectoparasitic disease. Okay, this gyrodactylosis mostly damage the fins and fading of the body color. So here we are to giving the treatment, dip treatment. So here we have to take 5% salt water, we have to dip the fishes up to 5 minutes, and another one we have to take 1 is to 5000 formalin solution, and here we have to dip up to 5 minutes of time. So gyrodactylosis, it is one of the platyhelminth disease, and it is caused by the gyrodactylus, and it is commonly called as gill fluke, and it is mostly affect the gills, fins and skin, and it is damage the fins and also fading of the body color. We are to giving the treatment with the 5% of salt water and 1 is to 5000 of formalin solution. And the next second one, dactylogyrosis. So it is caused by the dactylogyrus, and it shows affecting on the gills, and it is also commonly called as gill fluke. It is an ectoparasitic disease. So here one species, that is the Dactylogyrus exitensis, mostly showing their effect on the carp fishes only. So when they are affected, the stem, the gills become pale in color, and inflamed gills we have to see, and fast respiration and dropsy of the gills. These are the symptoms of dactylogyrosis. The treatment we are to giving with the dip treatment. So here we have to take 5% of common salt and dip up to 3 to 5 minutes. Another one, when the fingerlings will be affected, okay, the fingerlings will be affected, thus time we have to prepare the 20 ppm potassium permanganate solution, and the fingerlings will be introduced into the solution up to 15 to 30 minutes of time. Another one, ligellosis. So it is caused by the Ligullo intestinalis. It is the one of tapeworm, and it is an endoparasitic disease. So it is an intestinal disease. So here the parasite, when they enter into the host body, thus time it completely constitutes half of the weight of the fish, and it's block the alimentary canal, and stomach body cavity distended, and stunted growth we have to see. So treatment means here also we have to see in the dip treatment also. So here 3 is to 1 lakh picric acid water solution we have to prepare, and the fishes will be introduced into this solution for 1 hour of time, or we have to prepare the 3 to 5% of common salt water solution, and also the fishes will be introduced into the here. So again we have to check the helminth disease, gyrodactylosis and dactylogyrosis and ligellosis. So gyrodactylosis and dactylogyrosis, these two are ectoparasitic diseases, and ligellosis is the endoparasitic disease. It is caused by the gyrodactylus, and dactylogyrosis is caused by the dactylogyrus, and ligellosis is caused by the Ligullo intestinalis. So here third one, leech. So it is caused one disease caused piscicosis, leech diseases. So piscicosis. So this piscicosis disease is caused by the Piscicola geometra. It is one of the ectoparasitic disease. This leech having suckers. So these suckers helps to attach to the fish body, and the symptoms are like it sucks the blood, and the leech makes several incisions on the body. So here we are to giving the treatment with the dip treatment. That means we have to prepare the 10% of common salt solution and dip up to the 20 minutes. Another one, next, crustacean diseases. So the first one, argillosis. It is caused by the Argillus. It is the one of the copepod crustacean. It is commonly called as fish lice. It is also ectoparasite. Argillus is also ectoparasite. It has suckers and hooks. It has suckers and hooks. So with the help of the suckers and hooks, it is attached to the fish body. Okay, it sucks the blood and body fluids of the fish, and it caused anemia, and also red patches appear on the body, and also red spots appear on the body, and gills are damaged. So here we are to giving the treatment with the Lysol water in the ratio of 1 is to 5000. We have to dip in the solution up to 10 seconds. Another one, we have to prepare the potassium permanganate in the ratio of 1 is to 1000. So here also dip the fishes up to 40 seconds. So crustacean diseases, one argilosis. So this argilos caused this argilosis disease. It is the copepod crustacean. It is commonly called as fish light, and it is the one of the ectoparasite. Another one, caligus. Second disease, caligus. It is also ectoparasite. It is caused by the this caligus. Okay, so here the fish loses the scales, and stunted growth and mass mortality occurs, and gills are partially damaged. So here we are to giving the treatment with 1 is to 1000 glacial acetic acid solution we have to prepare, and the fishes will be introduced in this solution up to 5 minutes of time. Another one, Ergacillus and also Salmonella. These are the two parasites. They found attached to the gill filaments, and also its feed on the blade, and these two parasites attached to the body and also present on the fins. The symptoms are like impaired respiration, and it leads to anemia and retarded growth, and finally it's lead to death. So here we have to prepare a solution with the help of 0.85% calcium chloride and 0.2% copper sulfate and 1.7% magnesium sulfate and 1.2% sodium chloride and 0.2% KCl. So these all are mixed together, and here we have to treat the solution for 3 to 4 days of time. So Ergacillus and the Salmonella, these two are the parasites, and it causes a huge mortality in fishes, and these two are attached to the gills and also gill filaments, and feed on the blade. And next one, fungal diseases. These fungal diseases caused by the fungus. So the first one, gill rot. So it is caused by the Branchiomyces. It infects the gills, and this fungus will be rapidly grows in the blood vessels of gills. Okay, so when the fungus will be rapidly grows in the blood vessels, so it is completely arrested the blood flow to the gills, hence it is called gill rot disease. The fungus is completely grows in the blood vessels of gills, and it is completely stop the blood flow to the gills. It is called gill rot disease. So here the gills will be turned into the pale color, and also it is present, it is contains the red spots present on the body. These red spots will be turned into the yellow brown color, and respiration also affected, and mass mortality occurs. So Branchiomyces causes gill rot disease, and it infects the gills, and these fungus rapidly grows in the blood vessels of gills, and here these fungus is completely stop the blood flow to gills. It is called gill rot disease, and these gills will be turns into the pale color, and the body contains several red spots, and these red spots will be turns into the yellow brown color, and the respiration may be affected, and mass mortality occurs. So here we have to treat it with the quicklime. That means the pond treated with the quicklime. So 50 to 100 kg per hectare, and we have to another method for the treatment this type of disease. We have to prepare 3% salt solution. So the fishes will be dipped in this solution up to 5 to 10 minutes. Another one, saprolegniasis. So it is also called as water mold disease and dermatomycosis. So this dermatomycosis is caused by the Saprolegnia parasitica. So this dermatomycosis caused by the Saprolegnia parasitica. So here the symptoms are like the fish secretes a great deal of mucus and the body contains tufts of cotton wool like structure, and also several ulcers will be formed on the skin and blindness occurs and the fish moves very slowly. Saprolegniasis, it is also called as water mold disease and also called as dermatomycosis. It is caused by the Saprolegnia parasitica, and here the symptoms are like a fish secretes a great deal of mucus and tufts of cotton wool like structures present on the skin, and ulcers are formed on the skin and fins, and blindness occurs and the fish moves very slowly. So treatment, so disinfect the pond with the quicklime solution and drip treatment. That means we have to prepare 3% of common salt and dip up to the 5 minutes. And another one, malachite green. Okay, we have to prepare with the 1:1000 ratio, and here also dipped up to 2 to 5 seconds of time. Another one, bacterial diseases. So the first one, erythroderma. It is caused due to the Pseudomonas fluorescens. So it is the gram-negative bacteria. So the symptoms are like inflammation of skin, bleeding from the skin, and loss of scales, and necrosis of the terminal fins, and loss of appetite. How could be prevented this disease? So we have to maintaining a good water quality to prevent this type of bacterial infection, and the treatment we have to giving with the sulfaguanidine with 6 days, and this sulfaguanidine we have to prepare the sulfaguanidine we have to giving 6 days. So in the first dose, so the sulfaguanidine giving in the 6 days. So in the first dose we have to give 1 gram for the 10 kg of fishes, and the next 5 days we are to giving 1 gram for 20 kg of fishes. And next one, bacterial gill rot disease. So it is caused by the Myxococcus piscicolis. So it is also one of the gram negative bacteria. So the symptoms are like the fish head completely becomes to the black color, and the gill filaments become pale, and operculum also shows the inflammation. So we have to giving the treatment with the disinfected, the pond is completely disinfected with the bleaching powder, and here we have to giving 4 grams of erythromycin for every 100 kg of feed for 6 days. So bacterial gill rot, it is caused by the Myxococcus piscicolis, and it is the gram negative bacteria. So here the treatment we are to giving with the pond is completely disinfected with the bleaching powder, and so we are to giving the 4 grams of erythromycin for every 100 kg of feed. We are to giving up to 6 days for the fishes. Another one, infectious dropsy. It is caused by the Pseudomonas punctata. So here the symptoms are like these yellow fluids or accumulates in the body cavity, and intestinal dropsy is present, and deformation of backbone. So here the treatment we are to giving with the help of KMNO4 solution. So we have to prepare 5 milligrams of KMNO4 for 1 liter solution. So here we have to dip the fishes up to 2 minutes. And next, viral diseases. So here 3 diseases are there. One is the infectious pancreatic necrosis. It is caused by the RNA virus, and fries are affected, and the color will be turns into the very darker, and swim in spiral passion. Another one, infectious dropsy. So it is caused by the rhabdovirus scarpio. It is one of the RNA virus. So the fish turns into the dark in color and abdomen distended. And another one, viral hemorrhage septicemia, VHS. Okay, it is also RNA virus and it causes anemia is developed and discoloration of gills and kidney, liver are damaged and swelling of eyes and swelling of the body and the fish moves very rarely. So viral hemorrhagic septicemia. So it is one of the RNA virus. So anemia is developed and discoloration of gills and kidney, liver are damaged, swelling of eyes and the fish moves very rarely. So these so the parasite diseases are completed. So once we have to check. So parasite diseases are 7 types. So protozoan disease, helminth disease, leech, crustacean, fungal, bacterial, viral diseases. So in the protozoan diseases 3 types. So white spot diseases and costiasis, whirling diseases and helminth diseases, gyrodactylosis, dactylogyrosis and ligulosis. Leech disease, only one disease is there, that is pisciculosis, and crustacean disease argilosis, caligus and ergacillus and salmonella. These 4 types of diseases are present under crustacean diseases and fungal diseases are like gill rot and saprolingniasis, these 2, and bacterial diseases erythroderma and bacterial gill rot and infectious dropsy, and viral diseases are IPN and infectious dropsy and VHS. And the next one, nutritional deficiency diseases. So the first one, pinheads, that means these fingerlings or fries are affected this disease when these fingerlings or fries have larger heads and slender bodies due to the starvation condition. When the starvation condition will be increases, that time their heads will be large and the slender body will be present. Another one, lipoid hepatic degeneration. So here overfeeding with the feed containing rancid fat. So we are giving the overfeeding which is contains rancid fat. That's time this lipoid hepatic degeneration will be occur. So the liver will be turns into yellowish to brown color and infiltrated with lipid. That means the liver infiltrated with lipid and gills become pale in color. And another one, rickets. So large quantity of coconut oil cake when we have to give to the fishes, so that time it will be occurs. And another one, vitamin A imbalance is called vitaminosis A. Lack of vitamin A, it is also caused vitaminosis A. And large quantity of coconut oil cake we have to giving to the fishes, it's caused rickets disease in the fishes. So it is about fish parasitic and non-parasitic diseases. Thank you.